Darvin, want to start and see if you had anything more on Lonnie Walker and the ankle and how he's doing?
Yeah, I think he got a mildly sprained ankle. He'll be reevaluated tomorrow, and then we'll go from there.
You said mildly, and of course you got to wait to evaluate it. But is it?
Yeah.
Is it something?
He said he was okay. He wasn't, he was standing up and waiting in the hallway. He and Juan to greet the teammates and tell them way to compete and try to finish strong. And while he was in the hallway, and I asked him, was he okay? He said, yeah, I'll be fine. So what they're saying is it's mild, but we'll see. Like again, it could be totally different when he wakes up in the morning. So.
Got you. Darvin, you had said in San Francisco you felt pretty good about the kind of consistent play of the first 4 games. Just wondered what you saw tonight from him.
I mean, I think tonight you saw a case of a team that couldn't make a shot. We got some really good open looks. I'd love to see what our QSQ was once our guys run the numbers. But I thought I was satisfied with the looks we got. We just got to make them. It's a make-or-miss league. And the one thing I told them at halftime was, I saw certain guys, and just the vibe was kind of off because we weren't scoring, and it's going to be nice like that. I played on a team in Detroit in '04 where we had guys that could fill it up. Rip, Chauncey, Sheed, Mike James, Corliss, but. In all actuality, you're going to have more nights where you got to win it with your defense and the little plays and getting 50-50 balls and making sure you hold teams to one possession over and over and over and over again. So it was a good lesson to be learned, but I'm totally thrilled about the way they responded in the second half. We talked about some things at halftime and just maintaining our competitiveness, even though things weren't going our way offensively. And I thought guys responded. And you saw the young guys, they caught the message as well and went and had really good carryover to finish the game. The game could have been a lot worse because offensively we weren't hitting and we weren't making shots, but we were getting good looks, which makes it even more frustrating. But we turned the ball over, wasn't our best night offensively, but again, we gave ourselves a chance just by not quitting and continuing to compete.
Darvin, Russ has been pretty aggressive for the most part, and the lanes have been there for him tonight, though only 3 shots. What did you see from him, and is this going to be an opportunity to kind of to look at the film and see where maybe he can find ways to put his fingerprint on the game more?
Absolutely, but again, we're playing a positionalist style, and so the opportunities are not going to always come with you with the ball in your hands. In terms of Russ, there's running lanes, there's guys that are willing passers that's going to find them. And we just got to commit again to our running habits, to our spacing. He can find himself in the corner, he can find himself in the dunker, he can find himself pushing and leading the break, and I think you saw all of that when we played Phoenix and Vegas. It's something we got to work at, and again, man, it's just October. We gotta. The system just doesn't click overnight. Like guys got to get accustomed to different habits and different ways of spacing, being in different positions. That's why we practice. That's why we go over certain things and shoot around. We're trying to water that plant so that they can, again, as we get further along, opening up the season, 2 months in, 3 months in, 4 months in, this thing, things don't happen overnight, especially, again, when you're talking about an individually talented roster in terms of not only Russ, but AD, Bron. There's things, all of them need to, do better in terms of, again, the running habits and things, the way we're going to space and screening angles and rolling all the way to the rim. And a lot of people are not accustomed to that in terms of playing that type of style and playing faster. So I'm not discouraged, and there's going to be that period of discovery where, we just got to sit down and continue to pound out the film and continue to work on our habits in practice.
Last game.